Welcome to another episode of Roll Cougs Weekly. I'm Aiden Voorhees.
And I'm Kendall Janosko.
And here's everything you may have missed from the past week of Chatham sports. Last week, the President's Athletic Conference announced the men's volleyball all-pack teams, with Benjamin Shellstack receiving an all-pack first team selection, Logan Pack and Luke Houlihan receiving all-pack second team selections, and RJ Nag receiving all-pack honorable mention for 2025.
For the week of April 7th, Tanner Marsh was named as PAC Offensive Player of the Week for the Chatham men's lacrosse team.
The baseball team played at Westminster on Tuesday. The first game they took 5-4 over the Titans. Cooper Baxter had a home run, went 2 for 4, had a double and 2 RBIs. Peter Tadich also hit the game-winning home run. He was 2 for 4 with the double. Gianni Cantini got the win, allowing 3 hits in 2.2 innings pitched, and Kaysen Bennett got the save, striking out 2 in his inning pitched. In the second game, the Cougars defeated Westminster 10-8 in a shortened 6-inning affair. Cooper Baxter was also 2 for 4 in that one with 2 RBIs. Ty Blackburn was 1 for 2 with the stolen base. Nolan Bain was 1 for 1 with 3 walks, and Carter Benai got the win, allowing no hits and 3 strikeouts in 2 1/3 innings pitched. The Cougars game on Thursday at Mount Aloysius was postponed. It will be rescheduled for April 30th. On Saturday, the Cougars dropped the first game to Teal College 12-7. Eddie Rueda was 2 for 5 in that one. He had a triple and 3 RBIs. Peter Tadich had 3 hits, a double, scored a run, and had an RBI. And Cooper Baxter was 2 for 4. He doubled, drove in a run, and had a triple. In Game 2, the Cougars were defeated by the Tomcats 10-9. Peter Tadich was 1 for 4 with a double and scored a run. Tyler Cody had 2 hits, scored twice, and drove in a run, and Devin Fluman was 1 for 3. He tripled and walked twice, scoring 2 runs. Baseball is 6-8 in pack play now. They're in 7th place in the conference, and they're 14-18 overall.
On Tuesday, April 15th, Chatham softball had a doubleheader against St. Vincent, and in Game 1, they won 10-5. Victoria Murrin went 1 for 3 with 1 double, 3 RBIs, 1 walk, and on the mound pitched all 7 innings, letting up 5 hits with 4 earned runs and collected 3 strikeouts. Josie Underdonk went 2 for 4 with 1 run and 2 RBIs. Anna Borst went 2 for 4 with 2 runs and 1 RBI. And Isabel Griswold went 0 for 2 with 2 runs, 1 RBI, and 2 walks. In Game 2 against St. Vincent, Chatham lost 5-0. Irene Martin went 2 for 4 with 2 doubles. Hannah Chenault went 2 for 2 with 1 walk and 2 stolen bases. And Shaden Berkson pitched 2 innings, letting up 0 hits, 0 earned runs, 1 walk, and 1 strikeout. The softball PAC record at the end of the week is 4-10. They are 10th in the PAC with an overall record of 12-22.
Women's lacrosse defeated Teal on Wednesday. That final score was 13-5 in favor of the Cougars. Tessa Hubert had 4 goals and an assist. Sam Beldenell scored a hat trick with an assist and had 7 ground balls and 4 caused turnovers. Bailey Donofrio also scored 3 goals for the Cougars, and Aaron Goodwin scored twice and had an assist. On Saturday, the Cougars women's lax team traveled to Arlington, Virginia to take on Marymount. They were defeated by a final score of 18-5. Kaya Miller scored twice for the Cougars. Avery Red had 5 ground balls, and Sam Beldenell had a goal and caused 2 turnovers. Women's lacrosse is now 7-6 overall. They're 5-2 in the pack, which is good for 3rd place.
On Wednesday, April 16th, the men's lacrosse team took on Teal, beating them 23-2. Tanner Marsh collected 3 goals with 4 assists and 7 points. Jacob Lubali had 3 goals, 1 assist, and 4 points. Ethan Rinker had 3 goals, 3 assists, and 6 points. Paul Freire had 3 goals. Thomas Whitaker had 2 goals, 3 assists, 5 points, and 3 caused turnovers. Cody Randall also had 19 ground balls, which is the single-game Chatham record. The men's lacrosse PAC record at the end of the week is now 5-1. They are second in the PAC with an overall record of 10-5. Men's lacrosse have also clinched a playoff berth. Men's and women's track and field were at Grove City on Wednesday, April 16th. Seth Sager came in second in the high jump, and Demetrius Broadnax came in fourth in the 400-meter to round out the men's side. For the women's, Ariel Bruner came in first in the 100-meter hurdles, long and triple jump. Jessica Ross came in first in pole vault, and Virginia Malkin came in fourth in the 400-meter hurdles.
Women's lacrosse will host St. Vincent on Tuesday. That one will have a 7 p.m. start time. The Cougars are 3-4 all-time against the Bearcats. They played last year on April 26th with Chatham, defeating St. Vincent 20-5. Bearcats are 1-7 in the pack this year. They're 3-11 overall. On Saturday, women's lax will travel to Westminster. That one will have a noon start time. Last time they played was March 27th of last year with Chatham, taking the victory 19-15. Westminster is third in the pack this year with a 5-2 record, and they are 10-4 overall.
And then on Wednesday, April 23rd, the men's lacrosse team will be against Franciscan, set for 4 p.m. Head-to-head, Chatham is 6-0, and their last matchup on April 20th of 2024 ended in a 21-14 Chatham win. Franciscan's PAC record right now is 2-4. They are 7th in the PAC with an overall record of 4-8. The men's lacrosse team will be back in action on Saturday, April 26th against Bethany with a start time to be announced. Head-to-head, they are 7-0 against the Bison, and their last matchup on April 6th of 2024 ended in a 24-3 Chatham win. Bethany's PAC record right now is 2-4. They are 6th in the pack with an overall record of 7-8.
Baseball travels to Waynesburg for 2 games on Wednesday. That one will start at 1 p.m. Waynesburg is 12-3 against the Cougars all time, and last year they defeated Chatham 15-7. This year Waynesburg's 2-12 in conference play and 6-25 overall. On Saturday, Cougars will travel to first place Washington and Jefferson for a 1 p.m. doubleheader against the Presidents. Cougars are 1-15 against W&J all time in baseball, with last year the Cougars narrowly falling 3-1 in their last matchup. W&J is 23-7 overall and 13-1 in the conference.
Coming up this week on Tuesday, April 22nd, the softball team will have a doubleheader against Geneva set at 3:30 and 5:30 p.m. Head-to-head, they are 5-26, and their last matchup on March 28th of 2024 ended in a 14-6 Chatham loss. Geneva's PAC record right now is 8-6. They are third in the PAC with an overall record of 21-10. On Wednesday, April 23rd, the softball team will have a doubleheader against Franciscan at home, set for 6:30 and 8:30 p.m. Head-to-head, they are 18-1, and their last matchup on April 20th of 2024 ended in a 9-1 Chatham win. Franciscan's PAC record right now is 1-13. They are 11th in the pack with an overall record of 4-20. Then on Saturday, April 26th, the softball team will have another doubleheader at Teal, set at 1 and 3 p.m. Head-to-head, they are 9-23, and their last matchup on April 27th of 2024 ended in a 2-0 Chatham loss. Teal's PAC record in softball right now is 8-8. They are 7th in the PAC with an overall record of 14-14.
Thanks for tuning in to Roll Cougs Weekly. I'm Aiden Voorhees.
And I'm Kendall Janosko.
And we'll see you next week for more Chatham Athletics.